Cheers, nerds. Happy Homebrew Wednesday. That there is an Enigma India Pale Lager. It's kind of a base, kind of a simple lager IPA grain bill. Bittered with a little bit of Magnum, and then all late hopped with this new hop called Enigma. I just got an email from Aaron about Champions League soccer, most likely. This beer's good. It's I wish I had dry hopped it, but I wanted to keep the Enigma kind of on its own. So I only had 4 ounces of it, so I just put all 4 ounces in. I think 2 ounces at 5 minutes and 2 ounces at flame out, and did a drop kick natish, a pico style whirlpool, which seems I do with almost all of my beers. This hop is super interesting if anybody's ever tried it. I think it is really like almost a less fruity Mosaic. It reminds me a lot of Mosaic, but not quite so juicy fruity. Not juicy fruity, not like the gum. I don't know what my words are, but either way, it reminds me a lot of Mosaic. I'd like to try it again and pair this much late hop with a dry hop, because this much late hop I like. The bitterness, I can maybe tone back a tick. I bittered with Magnum, and maybe to, I don't know, I could have looked at the recipe. I would guess to, 30-ish IBUs, and then just got whatever else came from the Enigma late. It's pretty high alpha, so it was probably a little bit. Shit. So sorry. I was about to run out of camera space, and we all know how that can be. So anyway, I have a couple things to discuss today. One is in this jar. This is some white wine, actually some Pinot Grigio, that I have been soaking these oak spirals in for a week. It's going to be an addition to a rye saison. I really wanted like a really winey character in this beer, and what better way than adding wine? And I thought oak would be a good kind of a carrier. But as I smelled it, I just opened it for the first time today and smelled it. It smells probably predictably. I haven't worked with oak a whole lot. It smells like whiskey because it is crazy oaked. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know yet if I'm going to just kind of bite the bullet and throw it in and get an oaked saison, or if I want to maybe pour off the actual liquid wine, drop the oak in. God damn it, it's dripping everywhere now. It looks like Alex poured a fucking half and half in here. So I don't know if I'm going to pour off the wine and use fresh white wine to get, because I know in my head the flavor I want, and this is not going to do it. This might do something else that's cool, but it's weird how, I guess, not being a whiskey drinker, I didn't put 2 and 2 together that crazy oak would make crazy whiskey flavor, since that's kind of all whiskey tastes like is crazy oak. But it's really interesting anyway. So I haven't decided how I'm going to handle this yet. If I'm going to draw a little sample off and kind of do some do-si-do or what. More likely I will just chuck it in there and see what happens. And if I get a kind of almost like a... Seriously, this smells so much like really like whiskey. It'd almost be like a whiskey barrel saison without the harshy whiskey character. It's more of it smells smoother than whiskey. So that'd be interesting. So if there's any oakers out there, let me know. These are the lightest toast oak spirals. I didn't want a lot of toasty character in this saison. I wanted to keep it lighter, but it's darkened up the wine. I mean, you can see how brown that is, and that was like a light white wine a week ago. So they've really imparted a lot into this wine. It's kind of crazy. So I am curious to see what's going to happen with those. And if anybody has any cool tips or tricks, let me know. And the last thing, kids got home from school today. Dad, you've got a box on the steps. It's too heavy. So there's this heavy box inside. I'm like, man, what did I don't remember ordering anything from Amazon. But it's not from Amazon. It's from my boy, Wally Feck. So, I have no idea what's in here. I mean, if you've watched his videos, you kind of have somewhat of an idea what's in here, but I'm going to crack her open on camera because that's what nerds like us do. We like to see other nerds stab themselves in the chest with scissors. So let's see what's in here from our dude Wally. And we'll do a little unboxing video, completely impromptu, because I had no idea this was coming. I know Wally has hinted kind of back and forth about like, oh yeah, we'll send you some beers. Well, everybody says, yeah, I'm going to send you some beers. But occasionally, shit like this happens. And nice pack job, dude. So far, I feel no moisture, and everything is still hard. That's what she said. So let's see what is in these bottles. I try and salvage the bubble wrap as best I can because there's nothing better than reusing the bubble wrap and playing Beer Fairy out to other people. So I have a few, I think, going out this week to some... Oh, look at that. So if you've watched Wally's latest video, he did a little tasting video of his Duchess clone, and then he broke out a bottle of real Duchess de Bourgogne. I don't even know how you say it. Yeah, Bourgogne. And I commented, man, I got to get my hands on a bottle of that someday. And he just comments back, oh yeah, you'll find one soon enough. Well, sure shit. 45 minutes later, I have one in my hand. So that is, that's pretty rad. I've never had this beer. A Flemish sour called the Duchess. So sweet. This is going to be awesome. That's super awesome, dude. I am pretty pumped for that. That's rad. All right, next in line. Don't rip the bubble wrap, you dipshit. All right. Next in line comes what? I like this green bubble wrap. It's like Christmas. Usually you can kind of see what's in the packages, but this is sweet. Man, the packaging job is so good. I didn't put any of the beers that I boxed up this week in Ziploc bags. So if there is a breakage, it's bad news. But that, boom, supercharger. Oh, it looks perfect too. I might do the same thing I did when Nate sent me a supercharger and just drink it 5 minutes after I pull it out of the box. I just got to make this swill disappear. Holy cats, Wally! I don't know how you fit this many beers in that little box, man. This is pretty fucking epic beer mail, man. Oh, we're only at 7 minutes. We're all good. Well, that's after the first little ramble, but whatever. All right, next in line, in another Ziploc bag. Not even the cheap Ziploc bags. You bought the fancy ones. Triple zipper. This is BI. I'm assuming blueberry black IPA would be my guess. Oh, this one is short and fat. Let's see what is in this bad boy. There we go. try and kick up the speed a little bit here. This is the Cost Cutter beer. Oh, this is his S.J. Pour beer, I believe. Yeah, S.J. Pour action. That's sweet. And is that a little shrink-wrapped label? That's pretty sweet. Sweet. So that is robust porter with coffee and, with peanut butter cup coffee. Sweet. I saw the reviews of that beer and it looked awesome, so I am intrigued, to say the least. Ooh, I breached the side of the bubble wrap there. Alright, what is this? This is B.O. Blood Orange? Blood Orange IPA, I bet. I guess. This is like a true measure of whether I watch your videos or not, Wally. If I can decipher a 2-letter code, you know I'm there. Oh, this one might be fucked. No, I know what this one is too. This one is an SS. Damn, dude, this is. There's still more shit in there too, dude. Wally, this is incredible, man. SS. SS? SS. Looks black. Shakespeare Stout. And the last, but I'm guessing not least, last but not least, HB. Looks red. HB. I don't know what HB is. That one, you got me on. But there's a list. How did I miss the list before? Hickory Brown. Right, the Hickory Brown. Awesome. Did I get the rest of them right? Shakespeare Stout, Hickory Brown, Supercharger, Blood Orange IPA, and Blueberry IPA. Dude, this is rad, man. It's gonna hide behind my pile of sweet beers, and then I can fill that box. I really got to work on my packaging. I must use bubble wrap that's too fluffy. There we go. So let's get out of here. Homebrew Wednesday over. Wally, this is fucking ridiculous, dude. Like, seriously, that's awesome. I don't know where I'm going to start. Supercharger. Yeah, so I probably got to cam up for the Supercharger then. Holy cats. This is super rad, dude. Wally, you were a legend. Everyone else, happy Homebrew Wednesday, because what is better than this? This is why if you spread your beers out into the world, sometimes a random box shows up on your doorstep and it is full of, holy shit, all of this. Anyway, Yandu nerds, happy Homebrew Wednesday. Cheers.